Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition of the Commissioner's Corner, also known as the Michigan Ultimate Survivor League podcast. This is special for a variety of reasons. If you look behind me here, we have a bunch of Christmas presents that were never opened as part of a game at our ugly sweater party, but that doesn't matter because Christmas has come early for all of us. Completely side related from the regular talk that we have. I'm just going to bring up that today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day that I personally, and all my nerdiness, if you look up here, well, where are we at? Look up there, all kinds of Star Wars stuff. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and today, a day I've waited. I first saw Star Wars when I was like 6 years old, and that was 27 years ago. So I've waited 27 years for this day to come, and this day has finally come. For finally, tonight at 7:30, I will, along with many of my lifelong friends and many fellow Musl owners, Cassandra Seagraves, who is my lifelong partner, hey. But then we have Rod White, Ben Miller, Sam Miller, Rich Perez. All four of them are Musl owners. Known them pretty much my whole life. Sam Miller, he is a little bit older than us, but still, I've known him my whole life. And then Amanda O'Connor and a couple of other friends, Matt and Faith, we will all be taking part in the Star Wars The Force Awakens celebration tonight at 7:30. So I am very excited. I'm wearing my new Boba Fett shirt here to lighten the spirit. And yeah, so this is also a important podcast because it's probably, hopefully, the last one that I'll do with this shitty computer that I have, because I did order a new computer yesterday. It'll be here hopefully by next week. Probably be here much sooner than that. So this choppiness you see hopefully will be gone because I'll have a computer that has been made in the last, well, this computer is going on 7 years old. It's going on 7 years old. So it's a miracle it still performs well as it does. Don't know what I'm going to do about my graphic design stuff, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, now that all that's out of the way, that was about 3 minutes of talking about random crap that has nothing to do with, almost said Star Wars again. Had nothing to do with the Musl, but here we are. We're at the Final Four, ladies and gentlemen, so the day has come for that as well. I'm trying to get, I don't know what's going on with this microphone today. It's being weird. So the bracket is, as per usual, messed up because the site's weird. Let's see if I can show this real quick. Share screen. All right, so hopefully everyone can see this here. Oh, who's this handsome devil? I don't know who this handsome devil is, but nevertheless, here we go. So, if you look here, Cheechki, who was number one almost the entire year, the number one seed last week fell to who? That's right. Yeti Express, the number 24 seed, got in on the wild card lottery, and he has now defeated the number one team and has moved on to the Final Four and also has won $100 for himself. So, Robert Ames, congratulations to you. Yep, this is where the thing messes up because it goes by seed, not by how this bracket is structured. Robert Griffin III ended Jeff Arbogast's Cinderella story by a score of 90.55 to 67.69. He actually is down here now at this other semifinal game, so he has won $100. Sioux Girls 1 Cup defeated Stafford Johnson Goes Deep, which is, of course, Brian David's team, 85.49 to 62.79. He goes on to face Robert Griffin III. And Brady O'Bush, yes, indeed, the lineup, the bracket is not favorable to the husband-wife matchup because, yet again, it restructured into Brady O'Bush moving on to play Robert Ames. So our Final Four, ladies and gentlemen, all four of these people have already won $100. We'll cash out at the end of the year. Yeti Express versus Brady O'Bush, who's the number one scoring team all year. Yeti Express got in on a wild card, but they were pretty good in the regular season. I think they were, where were they? 6-5, so they weren't bad. Brady O'Bush, I believe, actually defeated Yeti Express earlier in the year. Let's find out real quick. Yep, Brady O'Bush defeated them 78.15 to 70.66 back in week 5. So this is a rematch. Can Bob Ames's 24 seed make it to the finals? We'll find out. On the other hand, John Gillette, Robert Griffin III taking on the other Cromwell, Tony Cromwell, 7-4 and 9-2. So RGT, if you will, RGTT, the number 2 seed overall, has moved on to the semifinals, the Final Four. He's won $100. So if you're looking at this, you can see there is no more restructuring. And keep in mind, this is not me manually restructuring this thing. It's just the way that it is. Hold on, there we go. It is the way the seeds work out. So it's the bracket is drawn wrong. It's not some conspiracy to keep Brady O'Bush and Sue Girls One Cup from playing each other. In fact, it's quite the opposite, because now you have the chance of, and this would be definite Musl history, you have the chance of Tony Cromwell facing Ashley Cromwell, husband versus wife, in the finals. If that happens, it'll be unbelievable. And yeah, I'm actually rooting for it in a way, because, well, you know, it's cool. Although I have nothing against Bob Ames or John Gillette. It's just, you know, husband versus wife in the finals would be spectacular for the storybook. Although they never stop talking shit, so maybe I won't be rooting for that. So there's that. In terms of what to expect this week, I'm going to pull this back up here now. I mean, they have all used a lot of players. I mean, God, you're 15 weeks in the season or 14 weeks in the season. You're going to have used players. I'm looking to see. I'm going to do a quick comparison just on quarterbacks, just because I have to have something to talk about. Who has used who? I'm looking to see who they have not used. And then, you know, this is public information, so it's not like I'm spoiling anything. Robert Griffin III, Sam Bradford, Breeze, Carr, Dalton, Flacco, Hoyer, McCown, Newton, Osweiler, Palmer, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, Stafford, and Wilson. So Tom Brady's not on that list, that's for sure. Let's go back to Sioux Girls One Cup. Tom Brady is available, but he's got like no weapons. Although I think Julian Edelman is practicing now, I believe. I'm not certain. One of their good receivers is playing again, or practicing anyway. Brady O'Bush, the number 1 scoring team in the nation. Quarterbacks have used Bortles, Brady, Breeze, Carr, Dalton, Fitzpatrick, Luck, Newton, Palmer, Rivers, Roethlisberger, Ryan Tannehill. Ryan and Tannehill, not Ryan Tannehill. So out of that, they've used Cam Newton. They have not used Peyton Manning, but I don't know if he's ever going to play again. He sucks when he does play. They've not used Brock Osweiler, as the other team had. Matthew Stafford's not used on this team, but, you know, that team's done, so who cares? So they have used Brady. And let's look at Sioux Girls One Cup here if I can. Well, Yeti Express is right next to Robert Griffin III. Yeti Express, Bortles, Bradford, Brady, Breeze, Carr, Cousins, Dalton, Flacco, Mallett. Use Ryan Mallett. What in God's name is wrong with you, man? Manning, Newton, Roethlisberger, Stafford, and Wilson. So to use Ryan Mallett, that's, well, Flacco and Mallett have both been used by this guy. So, you know, he likes them Baltimore quarterbacks, I guess. And finally, Sioux Girls One Cup. Where are you, little shit? Brady, Breeze, Carr, Fitzpatrick, Manning, Eli, that is. Mariota, the only one who's used Mariota so far. Newton, Palmer, Rivers, Rodgers, Roethlisberger, Ryan, and Tannehill, and Russell Wilson. So, I mean, one guy hasn't used Brady. Everyone else has used him, I believe. So, I mean, well, you know, I don't know, man. Robert Griffin III, if he's going to use him, that'd be cool. If not, you can save him for next week. But you better use him at some point. That's all I'm saying. So, there's that. Now, so yeah, I mean, there's only 2 games to talk about, so I mean, there's not really a lot to fill this with. But one thing I will fill this with, and I'm going to go back to the screen share here real quick so you can forget about this ugly mug here. We are going to show you how. Oh, look at this. Whoa, man. It's like looking at a mirror inside of a mirror inside of a mirror at a hotel. You ever done that before? Probably not. So if you look here, we're going to go to this homepage. You've all gotten an invite to the Musl it's kind of a horrible name. The Musl NFL Playoff Challenge 2015. You all should have this in your email. But if you're a total sped and you don't know how to use your email, you can go right about here, this giant, ugly black and red thing up at the top of the regular page. You can click this link, and lo and behold, where does it take you? It takes you to the page automatically. So if you look right here, oh my God, there's a lot of messages here. Let's hide this. Let's hide this. I don't care about your survey. Your site's garbage, but I love it. At the same time, it's a terrible complex. So this is what the page should look like when all these garbage is taken off. Okay. I know I don't update the feed on this site as much as I should, because I typically use Facebook to do such things. But the playoff, this thing will get erased out. I just made this like 10 seconds ago. But if you notice, there are no divisions here. It's just one giant list of teams. And that's because there are no conferences. There's no head-to-head game. In the playoff challenge, what you do is you try to score the most points. The person with the most points at the end of the playoff challenge wins free entry into next year. So please look for that link. I will show you one more time where it is if you're a complete simpleton. When you go to your Musl page, it'll show you right about here. Instead of saying this, hey, jokers, click this link, it'll say, oh, join the Musl Playoff Challenge. Yes, click that, and I'll take you there. So, all right, well, that's about it for today. I'm going to stop sharing this and come back to show you my sweet hairline. And yes, indeed, it is it. So, Final Four, once again, Brady O'Bush, Robert Griffin III, Yeti Express, and Sioux Girls One Cup. All four of you have already won prizes. The winners of this week will go on for the grand prize. The losers will go on for the third place prize. So, you know, nobody is done yet. These four teams will still continue to play for another week at least. 2 more weeks at least. So 2 more weeks at most. All right. You guys have a good day. May the force be with you. Nerdiest thing you'll hear all day. Right there it is. Bam.